So, hello friends. Today we are going to discuss the previous year questions of UGC NET Mass Communication and Journalism. It is from paper which was held in March 2023. The source of these questions are R. Gupta's book, and I would suggest you that while answering these questions, apart from your subject knowledge, use your common sense also. It is very important to use your common sense in the exam hall, okay? And the importance of previous year questions cannot be emphasized enough, because the questions may not be repeated as it is, but you will get a sense of how the questions are asked, what type of questions are asked, and you will be preparing, you will be orienting your preparation according to that. Okay, so first question is, verbal code for communication is number 1 color, number 2 picture, number 3 language, number 4 none of the above. Try to answer this question. You must have read this in your MA or MSc also in journalism. So the correct answer is language. Verbal communication is which is associated with words. Uh, so in language we use words. The other two, color and picture, come under non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication basically deals with body language, gestures, body posture, etc. Okay. Second question is, first newspaper which was printed in Indian language. Number 1 Kesari, number 2 Samachar Sudha Varshan, number 3 Digdarshan, number 4 Bengal Gazette. Try to answer this. So the correct answer is Digdarshan. It is a factual question. You need to remember this by heart. So you must be knowing that the first newspaper published in India was Bengal Gazette or Calcutta General Advertiser by James Augustus Hickey on 29th January 1780. And first newspaper in Hindi language was Udant Martand. The question here is the first newspaper which was printed in Indian language. So in Indian language it was Digdarshan, published by Bal Shastri Jambhekar. Okay. Next. Dash is a brief and catchy piece of music composed to advertise a product or to identify a station or a presenter. For example, okay, let me give you the time to answer this first. Number 1 karaoke, number 2 joystick, number 3 jingle, number 4 melodrama. Try to answer this. So the correct answer is jingle. आपने पढ़ा भी होगा कि रेडियो पर जिंगल्स आते हैं. वो जिंगल्स क्या काम करते हैं? They help you to identify that particular station or the presenter. Okay. The karaoke, you must be knowing that these days it is very popular, in which the recorded instrumental music is played and amateur singers sing. Joystick is a kind of hardware device used in computers. Melodrama, you can easily confer that it is not related to any station or presenter. Okay. Fourth question is, who is the father of the mathematical theory of communication? Number 1 Marshall McLuhan, number 2 Wilbur Schramm, number 3 Shannon and Weaver, number 4 Osgood. Try to answer this. If you have studied the models of communication, you must be knowing this. So the correct answer is Shannon and Weaver. As they were working in a telephone company, they wanted to improve the quality of the signals, so they gave this mathematical theory of communication and a model also. You can Google the model or refer to any good book in which models of communication are mentioned. Okay. Next is, traditional media have fallen in disuse. How would we revive their old glory? Number 1, forcibly teaching music and dance to little children so that they develop a habit to consume such media. Number 2, use digital and social media to execute a pull strategy with the USP of our old cultural values and ethics. Number 3, use academic curricula in educational institutions that essentially include the study of such media. Number 4, none of the above. The question is asking how we can revive the traditional media. Okay, try to answer this. And here you must use your common sense. Okay. So the correct answer is Use academic curricula in educational institutions that essentially include the study of such media. Now, see friends, first option can be easily eliminated. Forcibly teaching. It is a negative, statement, and how can you forcibly teach such things? We can't impose anything on people. Okay, so first will be eliminated. Second, use digital and social media to execute a pull strategy. Yes, this might seem to be the correct answer, but as the exam is conducted by UGC, NTA, I mean, uh, so you must answer the question in exam, which is related to education somehow. So what any educational institution would want, or any organization would want, that it must be incorporated, such things must be incorporated in their curricula, so that children or students can uh, learn from these. Okay. Sixth question is, which approach is most appropriate to develop an advertisement for the development of a communication campaign in rural areas? Number one, different approach. Number two, participatory approach. Number three, non-participatory approach. Number four, none of the above. Try to answer this, and even if you have not read this, you can easily answer this. So the correct answer is participatory approach. Here the question is asking how we can develop an advertisement campaign for a rural area. Whenever you want to do something in a rural area, there should be participation of all the people residing there. In rural rural government also, I mean the third tier of government, that is PRIs. So here also we talk about decentralization and participation of all people. Okay, so the correct answer is participatory approach. Next question is, goal number 16 of sustainable development goals is based on: number one, participation for all goals; number two, peace, justice and strong institutions; number three, life in water; number four, life on earth. Try to answer this. It is a current affairs question. So the correct answer is peace, justice, and strong institutions. There are a total of 17 goals given by United Nations. I have taken this picture of all the 17 goals. So you can Google these goals and remember these. For example, first goal, deal with no poverty; second, with zero hunger; third, with good health and well-being; fourth, with quality education, it can be important. So fifth is gender equality; sixth, clean water and sanitation; seventh, affordable and clean energy; eighth, decent work and economic growth; ninth, industry, innovation and infrastructure; 10th, reduced inequalities; 11th, sustainable cities and communities; 12th, responsible consumption and production; 13th, climate action; 14th, life below water, that was given in your question, life in water, life below water; 15th is life on land; 16th, peace, justice and strong institutions, which we are dealing with right now; and 17th is partnerships for all the goals. Okay. Next question is, resource mobilization theory has been considered as a good starting point for the interpretation of utility and impact of social media technologies in social movement. This statement is related to which of the following? Number one, Woodley, Limprus and Oliver; number two, Wireman and Forst; number three, Eltantwi and Wiest; number four, Fug, Gilman and Shakabtur. I may be wrong in the pronunciation of these writers, or I mean theorists. So the correct answer is Eltanthui and Wiest. I mean, this is also again a very factual questions. I have not come across these names also before. So you can remember this by relating to resource mobilization theory with Eltanthui and Wiest. Resource mobilization theory, it is a way to explain movement success in terms of the ability to acquire resources and mobilize individuals. Any social movement, how its success can be assessed in it can be assessed in its ability to acquire resources and mobilize the individuals that would participate in that movement. Okay. Ninth is a newspaper Miratul Akhbar was introduced by Raja Ram Mohan Roy in which language? Number 1 English, number 2 Persian, number 3 Bengali, number 4 Hindi. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is an important figure, so remember all his publications and newspapers. The correct answer is Persian. The other two newspapers and magazines were Sambandh Kaumudi, which was a Bengali weekly newspaper published from Calcutta or Kolkata at that time. Second is the Brahmanical magazine, which was an English language magazine. Okay. Next is which year the government of India had approved the policy for licensing to establish community radio station in educational institute of the country. Number 1 2000, number 2 2001, number 3 2002, number 4 2004. Try to answer this. You need to remember these dates and years. So the correct answer is 2002. First community radio station was inaugurated by Bharat Ratna Shri L.K. Advani ji on 1st February 2004. Number of community radio stations has increased from 140 in 2014 to 481 in 2023. You may not be able to remember the exact figure, but at least you know the approximate figure. Then you can, if you know these, then you can eliminate the rest of the options. Okay. I have taken this information from PIB, Press Information Bureau. Okay. Community radio stations play an important role in creating and generating awareness in rural people. So, next question is which of the following elements creates news? What are the elements of news? It is asking. Number 1 time limit, number 2 closeness, number 3 prominency, number 4 all of the above. It is very easy question. I hope you all get it right. So the correct answer is all of the above. The main elements of a news is timeliness. Is it happening now? I mean, a news happening 1 month ago is not considered to be a news in this in these times of minute to minute or second to second updates of news. Second is proximity. If it is happening near to you, it is close to you, you will be relating more to it. Third is impact. How large the impact it is generating. Next is prominence. Next drama. Next oddity and conflict. These elements constitute. These are the important elements of a news. Next question is emoji is. You should answer this. Number 1 big images used in digital platform. Number 2 little images used in digital platform. Number 3 text and images used in digital platform. Number 4 none of the above. We all use social media platforms these days, so you know. So the answer is little images used in digital platform. You can also eliminate all the other options. Big images, no, they are not big images. Third is text and images, no, they don't carry text, they are only images. Next is broadcasting of Swaraj serial began from. So the Swaraj serial, which tells about the heroic stories of our freedom fighters, it began from number 1 14th August 2022, second 15th August 2022, third 25th August 2022, fourth 26th August 2022. So the correct answer is 14th August 2022. It is broadcasted on DD National. Okay. Next is what was the foundation year of the Reuters news agency? News agencies are very important. So you must remember all the news agencies, all the important news agencies. Okay. Number 1 1841, number 2 1851, number 3 1861, number 4 1871. So what was the foundation year? The correct answer is 1851, and it is a UK based agency. Okay. Next, a device for preventing loud audio from exceeding the system's upper limit by progressively reducing amplification for louder sounds is called number 1 neutral density filter, number 2 fader, number 3 limiter, number 4 audio filter. Try to answer this. What prevents the loud audio from exceeding the system's upper limit? The correct answer is limiter, which limits the audio. Okay. Next is the New World Information and Communication Order, NWICO, remember the full form also, which has been mentioned in the clauses of the International Principles of Professional Ethics in Journalism, lays stress on number one, the need to set up news agencies like the NANAP and CANA. Number two, respect for the people of underprivileged classes of the West. Number three, the need for decolonization and democratization of information and communication. Number four, none of these. So the correct answer is the need for decolonization and democratization of information and communication. As we are studying the paper of mass communication and journalism, so you can take a wild guess that it must be associated with the information and communication. Okay, but it is an important concept, so you can read it on Google and okay, it is also in mentioned in development communication topic, which is a part of your syllabus. So the basic demands of the NWICO were the 4 Ds: democratization, decolonization, demonopolization, and development. Okay. Next is a metaphoric abstraction for the online world of computer network, especially the internet is, when the online we see the abstract world, online world of computer network, what it is known, what is the term for that? Number one, cyberspace. Number two, cyberbooting. Number three, cyber security. Number four, cybernetics. So the correct answer is cyberspace. The term was coined by science fiction author William Gibson in his novel Neuromancer and refers to the virtual environment where digital communication occurs. Okay. Next is, which type of advertising is point of sale? Number one, mobile advertising. Number two, transport advertising. Number three, direct advertising. Number four, window display advertising. So which type of advertising is point of sale? I hope you understand what is point of sale. It is the location where the consumer makes the purchase. So answer this question now. So the correct answer is direct advertising. In direct advertising, we are advertising where the consumer is making the purchase. It is like personal selling is a form of direct advertising when you sell something door to door. So in point of sale also we are doing direct advertising. Okay. Next is, variables are events between the treatment and the post-test measurement that might affect the outcomes. Number one, background variable. Number two, intervening variables. Number three, extraneous variables. Number four, alternative variable. It is the question from your research part. It is asking what type of variables can affect the outcomes of your research. So the correct answer is extraneous variable. Any variable not being investigated that has the potential to affect the outcome of a research study. By elimination technique also, you can eliminate background and alternative variable. You might be confused in intervening and extraneous variables. So remember that extraneous variables can affect the outcomes. Although intervening variables can also affect the outcomes, but the terminology is important. So the association of extraneous and outcomes, you can remember it by this. Okay. Next is, the problem of research ethics is concerned with which aspect of research activities? Number one, defining of population of research. Number two, evidence-based research reporting. Number three, prescribed format of a thesis. Number four, data analysis through qualitative or quantitative techniques. Try to answer this. Research ethics is concerned with which of the following? So the correct answer is evidence-based research reporting. Try to apply elimination technique. Definition of population of research. How can you violate a research ethic here? Third, prescribed format of a thesis. It can also not be, violated, or I mean how you copy or plagiarize in format of a thesis. Number four, data analysis through qualitative or quantitative techniques. If you have the data and you are analyzing it by using the techniques, it is also not applicable. So the What the option, the left option is evidence-based research reporting. Evidence-based research ethics is the conscientious, explicit, and judicious use of current based best evidence in making decisions about the conduct of research. So in research reporting, many people, many researchers violate the research ethics. They don't report the real data, real findings, and they may do some falsification and fabrication here. Okay. Next is which approach is taken into account while selecting research problem in a research. Number one, researcher's approach. Number two, researcher's interest. Number three, social relevance. Number four, financial availability. What is the best of what can be the best answer here? You might choose a wrong answer because all the options seem relevant. So the correct answer is social relevance. Other options are also taken in account while we select a research problem. For example, what will be our approach? I- Am I interested in the research problem, or will it be financially available? I mean, the finances are available. But the most appropriate answer would be social relevance. UGC also mentions that these days that while you are selecting a research topic, you must tell the significance of your research. So it must be socially relevant. How you are going to solve the problem of society by undertaking this research. Okay. Next is fundamental rights are given in number one, Indian Penal Code, number two, Constitution of India, number three, Mumbai Police Act, number four, all of the above. If you have read your social science books in your uh, primary class or secondary class, you must be able to answer this question. And fundamental rights are important for UGC NET. I mean, one or two question is being asked these days from this topic. So you can go through the fundamental rights. The correct answer is Constitution of India. Fundamental rights are mentioned in Constitution of India. Next is Randanka, Chingari, Hunkar, Tufan are the name of those letters which had given important contribution by their own content in India's heart by providing vigor to the people for independence. These letters were number one, professional letter, number two, private or individual letter, number three, underground letter, number four, none of the above. The letters mentioned above, what kind of letters these were, which ignited the spirit for independence in people. So the correct answer is underground letter. Try to apply some common sense here. I mean, professional letters, private letters. Why would anybody write these letters? And at time of independence, many restrictions were put on Indians and their activities, especially publication activities. So freedom fighters used to write underground letters to mobilize people for independence struggle. Okay, and you can also remember these names of these letters. Okay. Next is which of the function of public relations is not included? The question is asking which is not the function of public relations. Number one, press release. Number two, press tour. Number three, news reporting. Number four, press contact. It is very easy. Try to answer it. The correct answer is news reporting. All the three are the function of a public relations professional. They send they send press releases. They do press contact because they want to get their the material for their organization published in the press. They also organize press tours. Okay. Next is first online newspaper of Hindi is number one, Nav Bharat Times, number two, Hindustan, number three, Dainik Jagran, number four, Nai Duniya. Online newspaper of Hindi, first online newspaper of Hindi. So the correct answer is Nai Duniya. This newspaper Nai Duniya was founded in 1947. Okay. Next is lens, which is thin at the center and thick at edges is number one, convex lens, number two, biconvex lens, number three, both A and B, number four, concave lens. If you have read your science textbook, NCRT textbook, you can easily answer this. So the correct answer is concave lens, which is thin at the center. You can see in the image I have attached here. It is thin at the center and thick at the edges. While on the other hand, convex lenses, which is thick at the center and thin at the edges. It is convex. Okay. Next is, which of these organizations released central government's ads? Number 1 PIB, number 2 ABC, number 3 DAVP, number 4 Enforcement Directorate. If you know the full forms of the above three options, you can easily answer this. Okay, I'll tell you the full form, then answer it. First is PIB, Press Information Bureau. Number 2 ABC, Audit Bureau of Circulation. Number 3 DAVP, Directorate of Advertising and Visual Publicity. You can answer this now. Ads. So the correct answer is DAVP, Directorate of Advertising and Visual Publicity. Okay. The fourth option, Enforcement Directorate. It is not even related to advertisement in any way. It is a regulatory authority which implements the Money Laundering Act. Okay. Next is, which of these streams has been mentioned in the court of contempt? Number 1, Section 2 of 1971. Number 2, Section 5 of 1985. Number 3, Section 23 of 1898. Number 4, Section 95 of 1973. It is a question from media laws and ethics. You might not be able to remember all the sections of all the acts, but just try to remember the years of those acts. And okay. So the correct answer is Section 2 of 1971. If you know the Contempt of Courts Act was passed in 1971, you could have easily answered this question. Next is, who is considered as a father of the public interest litigation in India? PIL. I hope you understand what is a PIL. In this, you can file a case in High Court or Supreme Court on behalf of any other person who is exploited or who is, if injustice is being done to that person or organization. So, who among these is the pioneer of PIL in India? Number 1, Justice Altamas Kabir. Number 2, Justice H.L. Dattu. Number 3, Justice R.C. Lohta. Number 4, Justice P.N. Bhagwati. So the correct answer is Justice P.N. Bhagwati. Remember this. So the last question for today is, Mark Zuckerberg launched first Facebook Live. I repeat, first Facebook Live broadcast in number 1, August 2015, number 2, December 2015, number 3, April 2016, number 4, July 2016. So the correct answer is August 2015. Okay? Okay, dear aspirants, that's it for today. I will cover the rest of questions in next lecture, and like this 30 questions we would complete the previous year question papers, and I would also like to say that I might be making many mistakes, I might be fumbling, I may pronounce the terms wrong, so I would apologize for that, and please bear with me. Maybe with time I would improve. This is my first time that I'm making such kind of videos. Okay, so I hope this would help you in some way, and if you find them helpful, then as every YouTuber say, please like, share and subscribe. That's it for today. Have a good day. Thank you so much, and bye bye.